If you've been on TikTok lately, you've probably noticed a new trend. People everywhere are talking about the end of the world. It's not just a passing meme or a fleeting joke, it's a full-blown phenomenon that's taken over For You pages across the globe. Videos tagged with apocalyptic themes are racking up millions of views, and the conversation is growing louder by the day. The conversation is so big, it's earned its own name, Rapture Talk. This digital movement has become a virtual gathering place for people to share their thoughts, fears, and predictions about what might come next. Here, fear, faith, hope, and skepticism collide in short, emotional videos. Some creators pour their hearts out, sharing personal stories of faith or doubt, while others react with humor or disbelief, creating a tapestry of raw human emotion. Millions are sharing their beliefs about the imminent return of Jesus Christ. For some, it's a chance to connect with others who share their faith, while for others, it's an opportunity to question, debate, or simply observe the spectacle unfold. Some are excited, convinced that a new era is about to begin. Others are pleading with loved ones to find faith before it's too late, sending heartfelt messages and prayers through their screens. The emotional stakes feel higher than ever. What set this trend on fire was a prophecy, the claim that the rapture would happen on September 23rd or 24th, 2025. This specific date gave the movement a sense of urgency and focus, fueling speculation and debate. The countdown created urgency, making every post feel like a final message. As the date draws closer, TikTokers are racing to share their thoughts, warnings, and hopes before time runs out. Rapture Talk became a digital time capsule, capturing people's hopes, anxieties, and last words. Each video is a snapshot of how people are processing the idea of an impending apocalypse in real time. It's a powerful example of how social media can turn a single idea into a global movement overnight. What started as a niche conversation quickly exploded, connecting strangers from every corner of the world. In this online space, technology becomes a tool for navigating our deepest hopes and fears. TikTok isn't just a platform for dance trends and comedy, it's become a digital confessional, a place where people confront the unknown together, one video at a time. The spark behind Rapture Talk? It all began with a single electrifying message that captured the attention of millions. A South African pastor named Joshua Malakela, known for his passionate sermons and charismatic presence. In June 2025, he posted a video claiming Jesus told him, "On September 23rd and 24th, I will come to take my church." This bold proclamation was unlike anything people had heard before. The video exploded, first on YouTube, where it quickly amassed millions of views and sparked heated debates, then on TikTok, where it went viral, reaching an even broader audience and igniting a social media frenzy. Malakela's prophecy was clear and bold, not just a warning, but a date. It was a specific timeline that people could latch onto. He even claimed the chaos after the rapture would be so great, the 2026 World Cup would be cancelled. This added a layer of urgency and realism to his message. His certainty resonated with people searching for answers in uncertain times. Many were drawn to his conviction and the hope he offered. Suddenly, Malakela was at the center of a global end-times conversation. News outlets around the world picked up the story, amplifying his message. His message became a rallying cry, spreading urgency and hope across social media. People from all walks of life began to share and discuss his prophecy. For many, it wasn't just a prediction. It was a divine revelation. It touched the hearts of believers and skeptics alike. And with that, Rapture Talk was born, fueled by faith and viral momentum. It became a phenomenon that transcended borders and beliefs, uniting people in a shared sense of anticipation and wonder. To understand Rapture Talk, you need to know what the rapture is. It's a belief among some evangelical Christians that Jesus will suddenly return and take true believers to heaven. The idea comes from interpretations of passages like 1 Thessalonians 4:17, though the word rapture isn't in the Bible. Believers imagine people vanishing, leaving cars, planes, and dinner tables empty. Those left behind, according to this theology, face 7 years of chaos called the tribulation, ruled by the Antichrist. The rapture is seen as a rescue from suffering for the faithful. This idea became mainstream through books like The Late Great Planet Earth and the Left Behind series. These stories shaped how millions picture the end of the world. The rapture remains a powerful, if controversial, part of modern Christian thought. Rapture Talk became a digital diary of people facing the end. The hashtag #Rapture now appeared on hundreds of thousands of videos. Some users posted tearful pleas for loved ones to find faith before it was too late. Others celebrated, singing and dancing in anticipation of meeting Jesus. The tone ranged from urgent warnings to joyful hope. Many shared Bible verses and signs they believed pointed to the September date. Rapture Talk became a community, reinforcing belief and offering comfort. In this online echo chamber, faith and anticipation reached a fever pitch. As the predicted dates approached, Rapture Talk shifted from talk to action. The sense of anticipation that had once been playful or speculative now became urgent and deeply personal. Timelines filled with countdowns, reminders, and heartfelt posts as the community braced for what they believed would be a world-changing event. Believers began preparing for their departure, and for those they'd leave behind. Suitcases were packed not just with clothes, but with keepsakes and letters, tokens of love meant for those who might remain. Families gathered for tearful goodbyes, sharing memories and prayers, while others quietly sorted through their belongings, deciding what to leave as a legacy. Many urged others to unlock their phones, hoping loved ones would find faith through saved sermons and Bible apps. Social media feeds were filled with instructions, how to access devotionals, playlists of worship music, and personal testimonies stored on devices, all intended as spiritual breadcrumbs for those left searching for answers. Farewell videos became common. Users thanked God, said goodbye, and urged family not to mourn but to seek the truth. Some spoke through tears, others with calm conviction, all hoping their words would offer comfort or spark faith in the uncertain days ahead. Some left written letters or paid bills in advance, wanting to leave things in order. They wrote messages of love, forgiveness, and hope, tucked into drawers or left on kitchen tables, alongside reminders to care for pets or instructions for handling unfinished business. These acts showed a community not just waiting, but actively preparing for what they believed was the end. Prayer meetings grew more frequent and intimate, with neighbors and friends gathering to support one another, share scripture, and find strength in unity. The preparations were both digital and physical, blending faith with practical concern. People updated their social media bios with final messages, set up auto-replies on emails, and left digital notes for loved ones, ensuring their voices would linger even after they were gone. For many, these final acts were a mix of hope, love, and responsibility. There was a sense of duty to care for those who might be left behind, but also a quiet optimism, a belief that their faith would be understood even if only in hindsight. Rapture Talk became a place for last words and lasting messages. The platform transformed into a digital time capsule filled with confessions, apologies, and declarations of faith, all preserved for an uncertain future. Even in their final moments, believers reached out to those they feared would be left behind. Phone calls and video chats stretched late into the night, as people tried to say everything that needed to be said, just in case. It was a digital farewell to the world, a blend of faith, technology, and humanity, marking the end of one chapter and the uncertain beginning of another. Rapture Talk sparked fierce debate online. Believers saw the prophecy as a divine warning and source of hope, forming a tight-knit community. Skeptics and comedians responded with memes, jokes, and disbelief. Comment sections became battlegrounds of faith versus reason. Theologians quickly pointed out that Jesus said no one knows the day or hour of his return. Experts called the prediction speculative, warning against such claims. Others noted that end-times prophecies often surge during times of anxiety and uncertainty. Rapture Talk became a mirror for our cultural fears and longing for certainty. Predicting the end of the world isn't new. It's a centuries-old tradition. In the 1800s, William Miller convinced thousands Jesus would return in 1844. When nothing happened, it became the Great Disappointment. The 20th century brought new predictions, from Cold War fears to the Y2K scare, when many braced for global collapse in 2000. More recently, the 2012 Mayan calendar hype had people expecting disaster, but the world kept turning. Each time, a charismatic prediction captures imaginations, builds excitement and fear, then fades when the date passes. These cycles show our enduring fascination with the end. Failed prophecies don't stop new ones from emerging. The pattern repeats: hope, hype, disappointment. Rapture Talk is just the latest chapter in a long history of end times predictions. The story is as much about us as it is about the end. September 23rd, 2025 arrived, and nothing happened. No mass disappearances, no chaos, just another ordinary day. The internet quickly shifted from anticipation to mockery. Memes and jokes flooded TikTok. "Wait, I'm still here?" became the punchline. Some demanded apologies or refunds for things they'd given away. For believers, it was a moment of confusion and disappointment. Many deleted their videos or went silent. A few tried to reinterpret the prophecy. This cycle of belief and letdown is common after failed predictions. The energy of rapture talk faded, replaced by humor and reflection. The world moved on, but the question lingered. What happens to those who believed? Why do end-of-the-world predictions keep captivating us? Nearly half of U.S. Christians believe we're living in the end times. These prophecies offer meaning and hope in a chaotic world. They turn frightening events into signs of a divine plan. For believers, it's comforting, a promise that suffering has purpose and an end. Social media amplifies these ideas, spreading them faster and further than ever. Algorithms create echo chambers, making it feel like everyone is talking about the end. Ultimately, these conversations are about hope, not just fear. Even as specific predictions fail, the longing for answers and a better future remains. As long as we seek meaning, new prophecies and new rapture talks will keep appearing.